Democratic Party made huge gains in last year's election. But is the party over? According to a report today, 2010 may be the year of the elephant. With me now to discuss this are Andrew Wilkow, host of the Wilkow Majority on Sirius XM Radio, plus Julie Menon, host of Give and Take and a contributing blogger to the Huffington Post. Now, is the GOP, Andrew, going to win big in 2010? What do you think?
If they come up with the right rallying message and find someone in the water who can be standard bearer for the next presidential election, it's no guarantee. There's absolutely no guarantee the Republicans are going to take back the House in this. And there are a lot of conservatives that don't like the way the leadership of the party is taking the party.
What is the leadership of the party?
Well, I mean, whether it be the sitting senators or the sitting congressmen that comprise the committee chairman, the fundraisers, whoever it may be, that you would comprise the leadership of either party. It's not a Republican versus Democrat.
But no one has emerged yet from the Republican Party that looks sane enough or smart enough to lead the party.
Well, I don't think we've got to use the pejoratives that you know. Of
Why?
course,
your side does it all the time.
But we're not doing that right now. I mean, you asked me a simple political question.
I know, but I'm saying there's nobody who's bright enough coming out of the party right now. I can't say it. Do you see it?
I liked Mitt Romney during the last election. Most conservatives were not fans of John McCain.
Romney got a lot of flack because he's a Mormon. The Republican Party may turn on him for that.
I don't know about that, but I know that a lot of Republicans and conservatives held their nose when they voted for John McCain, and that's part of the reason why he lost.
Poor John McCain. They say things like that about him.
Oh, I don't feel sorry for him. I think the real problem that the Republicans have is the fact that only 28% of Americans self-identify themselves as Republicans. How can Republicans win a presidential election if they have those kind of numbers? I do think, however, that Republicans are going to win some midterm seats, but that's not a surprise. That happens all the time. Americans don't like to see a concentration of power.
Those numbers go deeper. 40% of voters self-identify as conservative, whereas 20% self-identify.
Some of those are independent.
But wait, and that's true. That is absolutely true. The Democratic Party is a much bigger party.
Right.
But liberals, self-identified liberals, only comprise 20% of that. So you have a bigger party with more factions. And when those factions get in control, the factions tend to force some of the independent Democrats or old school Democrats more to the middle and even off to the right. And you saw this with the election of Ronald Reagan. You saw it after Hillary came.
Those days are gone. That ship has sailed with Ronald Reagan.
I don't think it has. I think that when you look at the bigger party versus a smaller party, but the voter bloc, including independents, the biggest voting bloc in this country is conservatives.
No,
but
I
they
don't
will
agree
not
with that at all. The biggest voting bloc is voting bloc is independents, and that's what all the polls show.
But more independents tend to be conservative.
Some tend Republican and some tend Democratic.
Let's get back to the crazies in your party, okay? Listen to Michelle Bachmann answer a question about Pelosi and the Blue Dog Democrats. This was yesterday. Just listen to them.
Will Mrs. Pelosi try to buy them off with Christmas tree ornaments the way she did with TARP, or do you think these people will stick to their guns?
She'll either beat them to death, bludgeon them to death with all sorts of hurt, or she'll try to buy them up.
I mean, is this, what is she trying to do?
She's talking politically. She's talking about the power of the Speaker of the House and, again, the committee chairman and the things that leadership in the party can do to dissenting members.
But the word
it's not like she compared it to the Holocaust or anything.
No.
But it's the same kind of thing.
She's going to bludgeon them to, she'll either beat them to death or bludgeon them. But I mean, why use that type of terminology?
That's exactly right. The discourse that's happening in America, I think it's the worst that it's ever been. I think that and it's really coming from the far right. You're not seeing it come so much from the far left.
Yeah, we saw it for 8 years from the far left.
Polls where people are saying, should people kill President Obama?
Okay, that was a Facebook poll.
It
That's
doesn't
guilt by
matter.
association. You're making guilt by association.
Who on earth is going to go into public service? I have 3 young boys, and I think about this all the time. They're never going to go into politics because look what it's become. And the Republican Party has now become the party of no. Where is their plan on health care? Where is their plan to fix the economy? You can't just say no and expect to win elections. It doesn't.
Listen to what Iowa Republican Steve King wrote about Obama's school safety czar. He said, Kevin Jennings, that's the guy's name, the school czar. He said, Kevin Jennings' life work has been the promotion of homosexuality. This is the school czar, even in elementary schools, and he has demonstrated no qualifications to make students